Oh, where do I begin? The first month after I left Homer was the hardest. I, I assumed that I would just get custody of the kids. He's a drunkard. He's a lout. He hates going to work, and he's never there for them. He's always running off with the fellas. I'm there for the kids. But the judge ruled in Homer's favor. He asked what I did for work, and I said nothing. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I'm proud of it. I only work when I have to. The judge asked, "Are you currently employed?" And I had to tell him the truth. I took a vow. But he ruled against me. Homer gets custody of the kids. And even though I didn't have a job at the time, that wasn't good enough to get the kids. But it was good enough for me to have to pay $200 in alimony for each of them. $600 is a lot of money for a single woman. I had to find some way to make that. I tried applying to all my previous jobs, but they just wouldn't take me. And I was running out of options. At one point, I met the most delightful man I've ever seen. My real Prince Charming. And you wouldn't believe it, but for the first 2 months of it, I always just assumed he was a furry. I didn't know he actually was half dog, half human. It was just bewildering. The first month might have destroyed me, but for the second month, I was alive for the first time in 30 seasons. I'll never forget the day we met. I was trying to get a job at an amusement park that I used to go to when I was a little girl. It was doing better with finance, and I thought that since I helped bring that place out of the dump, they'd take me back. But unfortunately, they just laid off some people, and I was on my way out. But I guess he must have noticed how sad I looked, how desperate I looked. Because he said,
"Well, gosh, a woman as pretty as you, she should be smiling and radiating joy for the world to share." Yuck.
I didn't know how to respond to that at first, because it sounded like he was just making it up as he was going along. But he wasn't. He was waiting for me. I just knew it. It was destiny. And this is a man who was really, really well-to-do in terms of knowledge. He kept going.
So, I've seen you around this town before, and I could have sworn you had some kids with you. Really fat one, a little chubby one, a little know-it-all, and one very nice-looking baby.
Okay, mister, you're creeping me out. I had to say that. How was I to know he was the man of my dreams? But he clarified.
Well, it's not like I'm following you around in the dead of night or nothing. It's just, the guys make a lot of noise. I just happened to notice a couple times. Say, don't you know who I am?
No, I've never met you before in my life.
Well, people say I'm goofy, and I hate to disagree with them. Well, I guess if you give me the time, I'll explain to you how goofy I can get. There's a decent restaurant around here, one that serves caviar.
How did he know? How? I haven't had caviar since I was a little girl. I've missed it. I certainly missed it. Homer once brought home something he called caviar, but really, it was raw snails he saw on the side of the road. I don't even think he knows what caviar is. But Goofy, he said it with such a flourish. I knew this was the caviar I wanted. And that's how it began. I won't get into the details of him wooing me, because a lady has to keep her secrets. But, well, things kind of took a south turn. It all started 4 months into knowing him. That's when, he started looking a little depressed. Like he hadn't been sleeping properly. I had to ask him about it. Goofy, what's on your mind? You have barely even been looking up at all today. You haven't called into work. Hell, Max hasn't even really been speaking to you, and you're always talking to him. Did something happen between you two?
Well, I figured it was some time before you catch on. You've always been so smart, Marge. Max has been asking about his biological mother, and the truth is disturbing.
Oh, you're his father. You should tell him the truth.
The truth is, Marge, simply put, I'm not his father.
What do you mean you're not his father? You look just like him. I assumed both of you are furries, like some kind of weird father-son fetish. You're telling me you're not his dad?
Well, that's the problem, Marge. I'm just not. I'm not his mother either, if that's what you're asking.
Well, whatever the truth is, I'm sure you could tell him. He's a big boy, and you're his father. If he's gonna learn that somebody's not his father, the person who isn't better tell him.
That didn't make any sense to me, Marge, but I can't tell him the truth. It would fracture his fragile ego. Gosh, I can't even look the truth myself sometimes.
Well, does he at least know his mother? I know that's a personal question.
Yes, he knew his mother. She died in childbirth with his younger sister when he was, young, but old enough to know what she looked like. He was 4. It was tragic. But I know I'm not his father.
Why don't you just tell me who his father is already? I'm kind of anxious to know myself now.
Marge, I don't appreciate you pushing me like this. It's personal information. But since you've got to know, his real father is Pluto.
Who's Pluto?
He's Mickey's dog.
Mickey owns slaves?
No. You see, some dogs are less sentient, but other dogs, they're more articulate like myself. And Max, well, simply put, he's not articulate like me.
Goofy, I think I see what you mean. He's kind of a moron.
Yep, he sure is, but that's not what's got me down. I've had to do a lot of things to cope with an endless stream of fame, and people making music videos impersonating me, people making weird fan fictions about me, reading them in my voice. I've been really popular recently, but I never wanted to be popular. When I started, all I wanted to do was enjoy a show Mickey was putting on. I didn't know him at the time. I didn't know that something about me stood out to him. But that's 80 years at least in the past now. I just figured if I can't get rid of my fame, well, I don't know if I should go on with telling you this.
Goofy, I want you to look at me in the eye. You can tell me anything. Anything.
Well, gosh, it's gonna sound funny out loud like this, but I decided if I couldn't stop having an audience, whether or not I was actively making movies and cartoons, if they were gonna be my audience, whether or not I had anything to do with it, well, the only thing I could do to avoid being a celebudant is to just kill off my entire audience, one at a time.
Goofy, you're kidding, right? You can't be a murderer. You're just so sweet, so kind.
No, Marge, I kill people. You know that vest I'm always wearing? The one I'm wearing right now, in fact? Take a look inside my pocket.
And I did what he said. I looked inside his pocket. And I don't know how it was possible. I never noticed the stench of it. I just thought that was the way Goofy smelled. But I looked inside of his pocket. And just one of them. And it was practically stuffed with rotting meat. I vomited. How did I not vomit all the times I was intimate with him? I don't understand at all. But I looked in and he grabbed my hand and he said,
"Go on, Marge. See how deep it goes."
And I was as amazed as I was horrified. My entire arm fit in there. And he kept trying to shove me in. And I was beating him with my other arm, trying to break free. And Goofy stopped for a moment, like he was thinking about what he was doing. And he said,
You should just go, Marge. I don't want you to see me like this.
Goofy, murderer or not, we are a family, and I will stay by your side. And I meant it too. But Goofy, he started crying. There's something wrong about seeing a sweet creature like that crying, so helpless.
I don't know what I'm going to do, Marge. I've killed too many people. Too many of them. But I keep making more videos about me. And nobody even seems to notice that I'm just this horrific monster that I am.
Goofy, as your fifth wife, I think I should tell you, you should turn yourself in. I mean, if you turn yourself in, you won't be a celebrity anymore. You'll get infamy, and that kills fame. I don't know how dog races work, but I know that if you do something wrong when you're at least a little Caucasian, then it blows everything out of proportion.
But it's not that simple, Marge. Do you know what they do to dogs like me in jail?
Yes, I do know what they do to dogs like you in jail. Quite frankly, I think you deserve it. You won't even tell your son who his real father is. And that's how the romance ended. Goofy tried killing me later that night. But Max was there to stop him. Unfortunately, Max couldn't stop Goofy from killing him. I was able to get away, and I reported Goofy. Mickey sold me.
Oh, don't worry. This is the fifth Goofy that went haywire like this. We have a whole slew of them. Goofy just keeps pumping them out. It's a shame he killed Max, though. That was, unfortunately, the last one we had in stock. Oh. Say, what are you doing later?
And I didn't want any part to do with that. I've been with the rat, and I've been with the dog, but I was never going to be caught dead with a mouse. Anyways, I hope this has been an educational experience for you. And I wish you good night.